Okay. Oh no. Oh, this is upside down. Okay, hold on. Okay, I think this is right side up. I got a lot of requests. I posted these on my Instagram story and Instagram. I got a lot of requests on how the heck to make them. These are Ring Splints. So I have EDS. It's a degenerative connective tissue and collagen disorder that causes my joints to be extremely flexible and dislocate very easily. They lock in place like this a lot, and that's really gross and super painful. And then these joints will dislocate, lock, sublux. It's super unfun. And ring splints that are custom are extremely expensive, and I'm poor. So I figured out how to make my own. They're my thumb splints. They're the ones that I use the most often, but they're basically just some wrapped silver wire. They wrap around on the bottom like that. And then my index finger is actually two different splints. So I have this top digit splint, which is much smaller. I found that once I started school, this top digit dislocates and pops a lot more than these digits, or this digit, and it was really uncomfortable, so I just whipped this one together. So this one, the top one actually comes off, and then the bottom one is right there. And they just slide on and off super easily. Ta-da. And I can still bend my finger, which was important to me. I've seen a couple ring splints where you can actually bend your hands, and I just didn't get the point of that. Today, I'm going to show you how to make your own ring splints. Pretty much all you're gonna need is, I have artistic silver wire, 18 gauge, 4 yards of it. I got this at Hobby Lobby, I believe. It was like, I don't know, maybe $3 or $4. Pliers or cutters. My pliers are currently lost, so all we have today are wire cutters. And this is optional. I have a thick paint marker that's like pretty much the size of my finger, because I have the fingers of a child, so it's pretty small. This is used to wrap the wire around before putting on your hand, so that you have both of your hands to do the wrapping. But I will say, I just got this and I made all of these just by wrapping them around my hands, and I'll show you how to do it both ways. Why did it go blurry? Come back. Thank you. Let us start. We're gonna do my index finger. It's better to overcompensate with wire than undercompensate, because you can always take off, but you can never add more. Take it and just... I went flying! You just want to cut it with your wire cutters so that you have one solid piece to work with. And then you're either going to wrap it around your finger or wrap it around your Sharpie. I will start by showing you how to wrap it around your Sharpie. The makeup of these splints is pretty easy. It's 3 wraps or 2 wraps, depending on how I'm feeling. And then a cross that goes across the bent part of your knuckle. So that part is right where my finger bends. What you're gonna wanna do is start right here. Put the start of your wire down, hold it with your finger, and take it and just kind of wrap it around. We're gonna do 3 times. And then take it and go diagonally down and start wrapping again down here at the bottom. And just kind of wrap until that's done. So ta-da, slide it right on off. And it is pretty long, but like I said, you can always take stuff off. So you're gonna slide that onto your finger. So it goes up kind of farther than I'd like it to. So what I'm gonna do now is I'm gonna take the wire and twist it. And by doing that, I'm pretty much coiling it around my finger, but making it tighter without actually having to do much. So now it crosses right over, sits on my finger. I can still bend. I can make it shorter and closer to the digits if I wanted to, so that it's more like this one, but I kind of like it right here. And what you're going to want to do with the ends, if they're super sharp, mine aren't too sharp and they don't poke me, but if they are sharp, I would suggest taking a nail file or like an emery board and filing them down so that they're softer, and so they don't catch on things. Now I'm going to take it apart and show you how I did it sans Sharpie. So you're going to take the wire and place it on the underside of whatever finger you're working with and hold it down with your thumb so that it doesn't go anywhere. Oops. And then you're going to wrap it across once. And this is where it gets tricky because it's going to want to turn and move and you're going to try and figure things out. So when you get to about here, you can't really wrap it around your thumb. And so switch and hold with your right hand and push down with your thumb to give it a little extra twist. Go back to holding with your left thumb. I'm doing it on my left hand, so that's why I keep saying left. Do another wrap if you want, same thing. Pull and twist. Then you're going to go diagonal again. So go down across your middle digit and push through this finger. I know it's going to be really awkward and probably hurt a bit. But just push and then pull and then wrap around. And then do a couple wraps. Whee! It's probably going to feel really tight because in order to wrap, it has to be kind of tight. But in order to loosen it, all you have to do is kind of twist the opposite direction and it'll just slowly loosen the coils that you've made. And then you have a little brace. So when I wrapped this one, it turned ovally because of how hard I was squeezing my finger. So in order to get that not ovally, you're just going to want to take your fingers and maneuver it within the same kind of size but make it more of a circle. And this is where like pliers would come in handy, but because these are wire cutters, they could break them. I'm gonna take a risk. These ends right here often stick out a lot of the time. They're not gonna want to bend in, so it's easy peasy to just take some pliers and bend them inward so that they're no longer sticking out. So it's super easy. It's way more affordable than waiting for custom ones, and honestly I feel like these are a lot more comfortable. They're really functional. They keep everything in place where they need to be, and they're super cheap. So this is the same roll that I've had since I made all of them. I made myself and my sister ring splints, and they still, like, there's still stuff left. So this goes a long way. Thank you for watching. If you have any questions or comments, please leave them down below and I'll do my best to answer them. In the meantime, rejoice in the day and be glad in it, and I will see you guys later. Bye.